I broke promise to myself again. I'm shooting one more short film and want to share with you the whole process from the script to red carpet of prestigious film festival. Today I will share my script development steps, the use of ChatGPT, priority of location and why to hire a script doctor. My movie will be around 10 minutes horror about how creators are going to be fucked by AI, targeting for the best horror film festivals globally. No budget, pure indie movie. One location, one actor, small crew. The cost will be around $1,000 of my personal funds.
Yeah, my money.
So, the first and primary thing you need to find is the so-called high concept. It is tough, but the film will reach another level when you have it. This is one of a few instruments that can allow indie movies to compete with high-budget ones. High concept. Let's stop and go to a philosophy corner. Indie films don't have the rights to make mistakes. Everything should be better than theoretically possible within the budget. Just to let you understand, I was on Q&A with the director of a short film that got multiple festival awards and got in the shortlist for Oscar. His budget was over $300,000 for 20 minutes short. Do your research and check the budget for short films that won festivals you dream of. After a brief shock, check the list of official selections and their budgets. So, there is no right to make mistakes when it comes to independent movies unless you want to show them only to your parents and friends. I'm not joking, many people stop on that stage. And so, high concept. It means a movie must mean something more than just a visual story, must have a unique premise and grab immediate interest with just one sentence about what is it. Find it, develop it, it must be outstanding. A great example of successful high concept is the success of the Light Out short horror film, which leads director to Hollywood feature. Also, you can think about any successful independent filmmaker from short to feature, and if he had a high concept. I bet he or she did.
Thanks for suckers.
Back to my story. I started developing an idea for this particular movie about a year ago. It was an idea about a horror story written by ChatGPT in which ChatGPT kills the writer who is seeking help in writing a horror script. I think it's cool. But at that time, ChatGPT gave me only boring stories that were not good, so I put it aside. And after version 4 of ChatGPT, I tried it again and gave me something interesting. It was a nice story. I said, okay, let's do it. Shared with my filmmaker friends I want to invite to join the crew, and they all seems to like it. I accepted the script, but I felt it missing something. Like an idea-wise high concept. And after months of struggling, I've got it. The story has been told many times. AI is killing their masters. So I switched the high concept, the story about how creative people are fucked by AI work-wise and still happy about it. Do you feel it? High concept? Something more that viewers will see on the screen. It's layers of ideas that they will get in the end. Before writing a detailed story, I highly recommend finding the location for your movie. Let's face it. When Hollywood scriptwriters write their scripts, they don't care about the location because it would be built or created with a studio movie budget. If the Hollywood writer wants to have a particular kitchen configuration, it will be done. On the other hand, independent filmmakers don't have this kind of privilege. And if you are shooting the movie with your own money, like myself,
Broke. What's broke?
you better not add extra expenses during the development stage unless it's necessary for your script. I highly recommend finding an affordable location before writing the detailed script.
Stop by my house tonight, okay?
I have an idea of the script. A writer is having his digital detox in a cabin in the middle of the woods. And this is basically it. I have one location and one actor. So, before writing the detailed script, I better find the location so I know how rooms are located, what props we have there and what I can get nearby. For my particular story, I went with the easy way, looking for Airbnb near the national park. I found one beautiful house. This is a place where this story can happen. and it's relatively very cheap. So I took my wife and kids for a weekend there, getting to know the owner, location, what's around, and so on. Now I have more data, and yes, I already know who will be an actor, so I can write accordingly. So, let's move on to the practical part.
Practice, practice, practice.
After I changed my high concept, I no longer can use the script from ChatGPT. I need to write my own. My comfortable way of writing is during a foot massage. Yes, there is some privilege of living in Thailand. I like to write with a pen, so using an iPad is pretty good these days. Using the app Good Notes, I put all my ideas on paper. It's not super detailed, but it still pretty much describes what happens and what people must say. Next step, translate it into printed text. You can try AI in Good Notes, but I did it by hand to fix the mistakes which I will immediately find during the process. And now the fun part begins.
ChatGPT, dude.
Using this prompt, I will leave it in the description, I asked ChatGPT to put the story in a professional script format with dialogues and description, and to fill any story gaps that existed. And it did a great job! I've been using Final Draft for years as a scriptwriting software, so I can copy and paste from ChatGPT and it will get absolutely right format inside the software. Amazing! What times we are living!
Clearly, somebody told Stan about ChatGPT.
The next step is to share this with my fellow mates and colleagues to check. Everyone likes and wants to contribute to the movie. Great! But it's not the proper feedback you want to hear for the script. Like, as a basic, yes, but it will be like something wrong with the ending, some events are not clear, maybe character can do that instead of this, so it can be useful and not really.
Are you seriously suggesting?
And here Script Doctor comes in. I highly recommend sending your script for analysis to a professional script doctor and pay him some money. It's not that much expensive for short films. You should get 3-5 pages of professional, detailed and explained analysis of your script with problems and possible solutions. You can find one on the freelance market, or I will leave contact of Gennady Garonsky, a Ukrainian scriptwriter specialized in horror films, but not limited, in the description. I was working with him.
I'm calling the doctor.
After a couple of more rounds of changes, the script is ready. Congratulations! The development stage is done and now you can move to pre-production, gathering the crew, choosing dates, doing preparations with all departments, storyboarding, finding equipment and other fun stuff, which I will share with you in the next few episodes. See you next week!